It is the last month of the year, and on today's video, I will be sharing with you my November and current favorites. Everything that I have been loving as of late, things from beauty, fashion, I have a mixed spot of everything. One of the pieces that I have received the most compliments, not only here on the screen, but obviously outside. Like every time that people see me wearing these two rings, they always ask me, where are they from? There are actually two rings, not one. I just like to stack them. So this is just one of the rings. And then this is the other one, which, I mean, like the design of the leaves is just incredible. They are lab-grown diamonds set on traceable solid 14K gold, which it's my complete and total preference. It's the same brand where I got my tennis bracelet, which is also lab-grown diamonds set on solid gold. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. But friends, I'm telling you, anytime that I'm going out, checking some pieces in X store, they always ask me the same thing. Where do you got those rings from? I love so many of the designs from Linear because they are, some of them, they are the classic piece, and they also have some that they have a little bit of a twist. So I went ahead and ordered other pieces, and you're not gonna believe these, friends, but I changed my stack of earrings. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna insert some close-up images because honestly, friends, these earrings are to die for. The front earring is 2 carat. Let me just take it off because I want you to see it. I'm sure I'm gonna have some close-up images, but let me just show it to you. Look at this gorgeous piece. So basically you have a diamond right in the center, and then all around it there are tiny little diamonds that spark so much. They are insane, so beautiful, and such a unique piece. Classic, but you see what I mean, with a twist. Now I got it in the white solid gold just so it sparks even more. On the second piercing, I got the soya Huggies. They are a combination of marquise and round diamonds set on 14K solid gold. Beautiful Huggies, friends. These are gorgeous. I think any of these, they will just make of beautiful, beautiful gifts because they are dainty, they have a twist, but they yet are still classic, which is definitely the vibe from Linear. And then on my third piercing, I know I have so many piercings now, is an earring called Selma, and it's a diamond leaf earrings, also in 14K gold. It's just so dainty and so stunning. Making of the fullest stack, not heavy, and it doesn't compromise any look. It just looks so incredibly beautiful. I'm so in love with the pieces that I got from Linear, but it doesn't only end there because I have here more candy for your eyes. Look at that, they look like little candies. I love the minimalistic packaging also of Linear. They definitely care a lot about the carbon footprint that they are leaving behind them, and I appreciate that so much. Yet their jewelry comes beautifully wrapped, ready to be gifted. I love that they use the navy blue. It's just so regal and so pretty. And with your purchase, they also send a little bag for like on the go. It says stay golden Linear, and their actual jewelry boxes, they are super nice and sturdy. It is embossed, it says Linear. And yes, I have something else here that I have been eyeing. It's not gonna take you by surprise, I'm sure, but oh my gosh, this is the ring in Demetria, and it has 4 little diamonds on the side, setting 14K solid gold and a pink morganite right on the center. This is stunning. This is just so pretty. Look at this. And the pink is a soft pink. It's not like a strong color pink. So this will go perfectly well with, I think, any outfit. It looks stunning. And their prices are so right, spot on from the quality. I know right now they are having up to a 30% off site-wide, which is insane for solid gold jewelry, diamonds. I'm like, what? That's insane. That is insane, incredible. But they do not only offer solid gold and diamonds, they also offer alike designs in vermeil. But instead of being covered with, say, 14K gold or 18K gold, they do 22K gold vermeil. That means that they are going to be more long lasting than, your typical vermeil. Mine pieces, they are all solid gold because that is my preference. But oh my gosh, these are insane. And I do have a exclusive. This can go with linear that you're not going to find it anywhere else. And you can use it anytime that you want to. But I do think they have changed the one that I had prior, which was just Jackeline. I think now is heyitsjackeline. I will be leaving all those details as per usual on the description box below, along with the links, the discount code. And I will be leaving that same description box. I will copy and paste it and leave it as a pinned comment. So while you are subscribing to the channel, make sure you ring that post notification bell because you don't want to miss any of my uploads. And you're leaving your comment too. Check that pinned comment so you can see all the links, the discounts, which are so important, mostly right now during the holiday season. That, oh my gosh, how is your shopping going, my friends? Mine is going fairly well, except that it always happens. We always are, leaving something for the end. I don't know why, or it must be just me. But I took advantage and I also ordered from Linear a gift. This is going to be for my youngest daughter. Now, I don't know why I'm talking like so quietly. She's not here. She's at school right now. So it's all good, friends. It's all good. But let me show it to you. I think it's so cute. She's just 10 years old, so she's not going to need that much. But I always feel like it's very important to start the jewelry collection of at least your children from a young age. That's what at least my mom did for me. So it's here and it comes with a pouch. And you may know what this is. Oh my God. This is a gorgeous chain, also solid gold, and it's the one that is boxed, so it's just a little bit thicker and it sparkles so much. I think this is just gonna be so beautiful and delicate for her. That way she can, use it and even layer it with other pieces. And I have a few pendants that she can wear with this. So that's amazing, friends. Now, she's not going to know because I don't allow her to watch YouTube at all and whatsoever. So this is one of her little gifts for Christmas, and it's from Linear. So do not forget to check out Linear's website right now that they are having their holiday promotions, or anytime, because now you have my unique discount code and you can place your order anytime that you want for elegant, beautiful pieces and pieces that are going to be long lasting, that you can pass it through generations, for quality jewelry pieces at a fair price point. My exclusive discount code will be on the description box below. You know the drill, my friends. And thank you so much to Linear for partnering up on today's video with me. Friends, I think I have never been asked these questions so much in so many different videos, to the point that I have received DMs on Instagram and like even emails about what's the eyeshadow that I'm wearing. So it's a combination, but I know you're wondering what's the center, the one that sparkles and shines like crazy. It is from Danessa Myricks, the color Fix. The shade is number 1. And I'm honest with you, I only use the foil shade, so the sparkly shade right on the center. This is insane, friends. This is just insanity. I mean, like, I'm just not gonna go over again, but look at this. They feel wet and they go like, oh, so good. They sparkle so much. I love them all, but this is the one that I have been using the most. Number 1. And when it sets, and it's not harsh on the eyelids. It's not heavy. The colors are so beautiful. Please do not lose this little cup, otherwise the formula is so sensible that it will dry out. So you want to make sure you just keep this plastic cup and close it down. On the other side you have the metallic shade, but like I said before, honestly, on the shade number 1, just because it's so dark, I haven't been using it. I mean, that's the honest truth. Right there. Instead, I have been so in love with this Patrick Ta. I think it's an edit Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edit Palette. I mean, like, the name is so long. I don't know why they make it so long. So I own the big palettes from Patrick Ta, and I was about to skip this baby, but pretty much at the last minute before the Sephora sale ended, I decided to pick up. I'm in love with the light version. I do own the medium version, but I will have to say that the light is more than enough for me for daily basis. The eyeshadows, they blend seamlessly, and that's what I'm having around the other eyeshadow. So I put this as my base. I basically use this all over the lid. Then I went ahead and used this on the third of the eyelid. And then at the very edge, at that V, at the outer V, I'm using this baby. And then on my lower lash line, I'm using these all faded. And then on the corners, this shade with a very thin brush. That's all what it is. And honestly, I have been just completely in love. And I'm sorry to use this word, but it's the honest truth, completely obsessed with it. Now, in terms of what I'm wearing on my lips, it's a combo that I have not stopped using. So let me tell you what exactly it is. It's the Hamban Gold in the shade As Much As You Like. It is a pinky shade that resembles a lot the shade of the lips, like natural shape of the lips. So that's why the name, as much as you want, as much as you like, I guess, because honestly, you can feel in your lips, and it's just your lips, but better. It just really defines the lips. And then I go over top with a candy glaze from YSL in the shade 44, which is Nude Lavalier. And look at this, all these shades, they just go together really well. So sometimes I use these two just alone, but today I'm using over top. Let me just apply a little bit of this shade. This is like a pinkier tone, and honestly, I like to use pinky tones during winter time, the transition to winter to springtime, and during summer and fall, I like to use more of that nudie caramelly tones. So anyhow, and then over top, I'm using the Sarah Creel. This is her lip gloss. It's the one that has a ton of little like shimmer particles, but they are not glitters. So just to make my lips even more juicy, because the candy glaze will leave your lips so juicy and beautiful. But when I add just, perhaps a tiny bit of warmth to it, or, the little sparkles for the holiday season, I use this. So this is my lip combo. Another lipstick that I have been using a lot, that that I'm pretty sure I shared with you on my October favorites. It is this lippy from Dior. It's basically on one side you have a liquid shade that when you let it dry and you wrap your lips, then a lot of glitter sparkles are going to show, and then on top you go with the gloss. Now these are not like the Chanel ones that they are long lasting. You will need to reapply them, but no matter what, they are beautiful. The shade that I have been wearing lately is the shade 420, which again goes like with that kind of pinkier tone, but this is deeper in tone. So this, I use it mostly when I'm gonna go for like dinner time, or it's gonna be evening time. I'm using these shades so much. Now this is a new discovery for me. Honestly, I'm just like so impressed about this product. I also purchased it first in a light shade during the Sephora holiday savings event, and I immediately knew it was too light for me. So then I purchased the second shade, and wow, the best liquid bronzer that I have tried for a long time. This is from Natasha Denona, and I got the shade Foxy. So it is just the perfect, most natural liquid bronzer for my skin tone that I have tried, like I said, in a long time. It goes so airbrush, so easy to blend. It's not heavy, and it's long lasting. Kudos to Natasha Denona. Honestly, she has been doing wonderful with her recent launches. I'm just like completely impressed. And another bronzer that I have been using solo or like in combination with the one from Natasha Denona, today I have a combination of both of them, is the one from Hourglass in Diffuse Bronze Light, which it was kind of like a rediscovery and a fall in love since I tried holiday palette from Hourglass, the dear one. On that palette, there's this shade. Now you're gonna be like, why you get another shade? Yeah, I know. I'm crazy. I just wanted it to get it solo. And you're going to be like, Jacqueline. Let me tell you what happened. So I got it during the Sephora sale. And then I realized that I already had it. And then I already had it. I felt like, oh my gosh, Jacqueline, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I was able at least to return it, because I don't need to. I just have way too much makeup for that matter. But going back to the bronzer, it looks super natural. It's so stunningly beautiful for everyday wear that literally you don't look or feel like you have makeup on, but that you're naturally like, well, like your face is contoured without being an ashy shade because this is a bronzer. And yeah, I'm so in love. By the way, I do have, this video is not sponsored by Hourglass, but I do have a ton of discount codes with different brands. So all of those will be on the comment section. One of them is Hourglass and so many more. So friends, I always suggest you, I really appreciate if you use my affiliate links because it helps me so much at supporting my channel. It just means the world to me, and I'm just so appreciative for that support. If you do not want to use my links, that is completely okay. At least use those discount codes because it's gonna help you more than anything. And if you're not shopping at all and whatsoever and you're watching the video, thank you for the greatest gift that you can give someone, the gift of your time. We do not know how much time we have in this life. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here, for following me. Thank you for being part of the 61,000 subscribers. Are we at 61,000 subscribers? I think we are, or we're getting close. Thank you for that support. You are amazing. Thank you for making me company on this journey. Thank you for encouraging me to continue on this journey. It's not that easy to start at a certain age with something new, with something different that you do on a daily basis, and to look forward to it. I look forward to sit down here to film the video. Perhaps I don't look forward to edit the videos because they take me so long to edit, but I look forward every time that I upload a video to read your comments. Is what it brings me so much joy. So thank you so much again for all that support. But anyhow, continuing with this face of makeup, this blush from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Peachy Glow, friends. This is gorgeous. It's not too peachy, and as you can tell, I film in natural light, 4K resolution. It does have kind of like a beautiful champagne glow to it without being a highlighter. It blends seamlessly, and again, it's very long lasting. And for powder blush, I don't know if this is available right now or not because it has come back in stock in certain websites. If I find it, definitely I will let you know. Another easier way for me to let you know when something is back in stock or if there's a sale, it's going to be my Instagram account or my TikTok. So if you're there, please come and follow me there. But this is the Hermes blush slash bronzer in Portrait Roca Bar. Is so stunning. I will suggest to use it like above on this side and then the color on this side because it's just it gives such a beautiful gradient to the skin. I'm trying to do not swatch it much. I just use it with one of my favorite brushes as of right now is that Shoto brush from Refer, which they are having an amazing sale. I mean, like their sale is just always, it blows my mind how they can do it, that to deliver the craftsmanship of Japanese food brushes, handmade, and then they're having like 50-60% off. I'm like, what? And I do have an additional, it just came out to my mind. I have a stackable discount code with Refer for an extra 15% off. So make sure you use it. But anywho, this blush bronzer, see the shade is so unique. It's kind of like the perfect, like having kissed by the sun shade. Hermes, they know what they do on makeup. They know what they do on makeup. And I just feel so sad when they give us these limited edition products because it's like, I want more. I definitely want more. Should we continue with makeup or should we jump a little bit on something else? Well, let me just talk about the blush and the highlighter and then we go into the other things and then we come back to makeup. I just like to do that. Why not? Right? So from Rhode, another shade, Sleepy Girl. So my vibe. This is very beautiful. Again, that like burnt pinky tone. So beautiful for every day and mostly during the winter season. The raw blushes are a little bit more creamy and more glowy than say the ones from Charlotte Tilbury, but they are as well long lasting. And I mean, they have so many different shades to choose from. You just pick and choose your favorite. For highlighter, this beauty is the one and only Victoria Beckham Beauty in the shade Pearl. This is the original one. If you want the most beautiful, like true luminizer without being like, the awful glowing highlighter from 10 years ago, this is the one that you need to get. This is the one, and it's cream, but it doesn't feel that it's gonna melt down your makeup, which to me that's super important. I want to make sure that my makeup stays and looks beautiful nonetheless. And Victoria Beckham Beauty, my gosh, she's incredible at what she does in terms of like makeup. Solid products. I think one of the most beautiful luxurious brands that they know what they are doing. Let's go a little bit with hair, not too much because I always talk about hair, but let me tell you, I have fallen in love back again with the Kerastase hair oil. And I say that I have fallen back in love to it because I used to own this same oil 5 or 6 years ago, and back on the time I was living in Florida, in Miami, and when we moved back to California, we drove from coast to coast. And on that move, I mean, we had to pack it all. And I remember leaving, and I remember later on when we arrived here and I was unpacking, leaving on the master bathroom cabinet. I mean, you cannot imagine. Kerastase, Oribe, Gisou. There was so many products, friends. So many products, like very expensive products, Chantecaille stuff in there. So I called the landlord and she said, no, I haven't found anything. I'm like, could you ask the cleaning company? Maybe they have found something. And she's like, no, nobody have found anything. I'm like, really? Anyhow, I know. Since that time, because I had already other products, I didn't repurchase it. And this last Sephora sale, there was this gift set where you get the night serum, which I love and I use, and a big size of these. And this is refillable, friends, which is fantastic. If you don't know, yeah, this is refillable. So you get this nice glass bottle, but this is not glass. So even if these say breaks by like mistake, this will be still safe, the product, and you can buy the refills. But anywho, I bought it and I'm so in love. I mean, it leaves my hair, it doesn't weigh down my hair feels very nice and healthy. So in love, so completely in love. And I'm pretty sure, I think Sephora is gonna have very soon, yeah, perhaps the day that I'm uploading this video already, the year 20 is one-time use, 20% off for everybody. Make your card if you are eyeing something or if you still need to give something to someone. Save those coins. Now, let's talk about fragrances. Friends, Guerlain. Guerlain just launched, after 100 years, a new iteration of Shalimar for the very first time. And this is, oh my gosh, so wonderful. This is a completely modern take of Shalimar. So I'm going to be very honest with you. Shalimar is a unique fragrance. Back on the days, I used to manage a fragrance boutique where we sold many fragrances, including Guerlain. Shalimar was there, one of the best sellers. And although I appreciate the scent, I wasn't one to be like, I want to wear that scent. This, I want to wear it all the time. It has the classic essence of Shalimar, but toned down, I will say at least three dashes, if not 5, with vanilla. But the vanilla is not a gourmand vanilla. It's not a, that too gooey, too dewy, too bakery. No. This is classic to the max, soft, smooth, like a velvet blanket that will just warm you up. I will tell you, friends, to me, this is one of the very best luxury designer houses fragrance that has been launched in 2025. That I tell you all. So good. Now for a more playful fragrance that it's a little bit more sweet, but yet it has that zesty tone of ginger, Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit. I don't know if it's still available because this is something that comes during the fall entering holiday season, but if you're able to get your hands on it, I think this iteration, because they come out with this every year, the one from this year is the best one. I mean, like, they can come and discuss with me that they haven't changed a little bit the ratio formula. This is the best one because I have a nose. Okay, I am a fragrance connoisseur, and this is way better than the other ones. It's so good. So good. It does have that ginger tone, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of, I think, cardamom in it. It's just spectacular. And then for my morning days, I'm still enjoying Macanudo by Maison Detto. So good. This, I feel like I'm walking into a forest of pine trees and just into a forest. The greenery, like smelling the grass that is nice and wet, and horses around me, like, oh, galloping. This is my morning fragrance, and it's totally unisex, so you can definitely give it to your partner or use it for yourself. You're gonna feel so refined. This is the thing that I like about these fragrances, that they are just refined. That's the word, that they are not your common, not your typical, but yet that they can be worn in a way that you're going to be impactful and remember by how exquisite you look. And I mean, just the overall you. I'm just in love. Okay, friends, now this is not too pricey. This is not a luxury item by any means, but this cardigan that I'm wearing right now with all these fluffs in here, you're not gonna believe, friends. I bought it at Amazon and they have it in so many different colors. It's comfortable, it's not overheating, it's so beautiful, and I get so many compliments every time that I wear it that I need to go and check if they have. I want burgundy, I want green, I want black. I need to check. I went ahead and bought the beige one too. So beautiful. It goes with everything, with jeans, with skirts, with leather pants, whatever you want to mix it in. This is gorgeous, and the price is amazing. I discovered, I think it's a lookalike of some sort of designer, or perhaps just from Free People. You know that I have here a series on my channel where I talk about Amazon luxury designer lookalikes, finds that are just insane, incredible. And while I was in my search for things, I found these babies. I was like, okay, let's try it. And the good thing about that series, if you are not subscribed to my channel or if you come from that series, is that I like to purchase the things that I'm talking about so I can come and give you a feedback or present it on another of the episodes, because I want to make sure that you're not wasting money. I take one for the team. I'm fine. I have done it since the beginning of my YouTube channel. I'm fine doing so, but I just want to make sure that you know this is something that if you live around my area, I'm sure you're going to be like, yeah, I have seen you wear it like so many times. I mean, like the last time I was in Whole Foods wearing these and 3 people stopped me to ask me about my sweater. It's Amazon, friends. It's Amazon. Talking about Amazon and those lookalikes, I had been whipping up this baby and it looks amazing with chocolate brown. I mean, like burgundy and this color. Now, this is a lookalike to the Hermes Elan bag that, to be honest with you, my second favorite bag from Hermes is not a Kelly. So first one is Birkin, then goes the Elan one, because it's just so practical, so beautiful. It's so spacious too, friends. So spacious. And again, this is a lookalike made out of leather. And the last time that I saw it, not only this was back in stock, but also they had the one in kind of like a gold color. Gold is that typical brown from Hermes. So 100% recommended, friends. Run, don't walk. Also from Amazon, I know this is gonna be so childish, but I love it. And I have to share it with you. Hello Kitty. I always love Hello Kitty so much. And this is a case for my AirPods. Now, I'm honest with you, my AirPods, I don't use them as often as I use my Bose earbuds. I prefer the Bose earbuds, but these ones, I mean, look at me. I'm like this all the time around the house. I'm like, why you're using so many headphones and earbuds? Well, there's a time and a place for each one. This one is whenever my kids are around, because I want to make sure I hear them very well while I listen to whatever I want to listen. If I'm listening, I don't know, to some news or whatever that I don't want them to necessarily know about, because there's some sensible things out there that we have to protect our children, don't you think? I use these ones. Now, whenever I'm kind of like editing a video and I want still to hear my kids and just be in the known of what's going on inside the house, that my husband perhaps is not around, then I use these ones, and not in both ears, just one ear. I know. And then I change to the other ear, but I know it's confusing, but that's the way that I go about. And then pretty much at nighttime when my husband is, already here, kids are already asleep, then I use these ones. That way I feel like there's no disturbing, no sound at all whatsoever. And then, I'm not disturbing anybody else, like if they can hear something from, that I'm editing a video or whatnot. So I know, call me too much, but it is the way that I go about. So sorry, friends, if I'm too much on that, but that's the way that I rock and roll here. So anywho, I came to talk about this baby. Also, I found it at Amazon. I do have my Amazon storefront, so I will make sure to leave it on the description box below. And just a reminder, I haven't brought it here, but if you don't know, I have lunch alongside with my husband a cooking sauce, which is for grilling and for marinating. It's for cooking. It's amazing. I have talk to you about it so much, and I just want to say thank you so much, because we have seen such an increase on the orders that we are just so beyond grateful. So thank you so much. If you ordered our mistura, the Peruvian secret sauce, it means so much to us. Now, another item from Amazon is this pouch. So I use this pouch to storage and to travel with my brushes, or like things that they may spill, like say, for example, liquid liners, or like mascara, etc. And it's just such an amazing pouch that it doesn't take too much space, because it kind of like goes flat and it's easy to wipe. Right now it's a little bit dirty because I don't know, like I think because I forgot to take my brow pencil, the one that I ended up like more than a month ago, I completely forgot to take it out from there, and the tip broke, and now inside it has a lot of black spots. So I'm just gonna wash it and that's it. But this is a great buy. So if you're looking for something to give to someone, you can perhaps buy a couple brushes, say from Refer, or whatever you want, right? Or just give these, and believe me, they are gonna thank you so much. This is especially for brushes, but like I said, you can use it for anything that you would like. Now, some skincare devices that I have been going back, and you may have seen, I have done a couple partnership with them. This video is not in partnership with the brands that I'm going to be talking about today, but I just want to say that honestly, I have to attribute a lot to my skincare routine, implementing in regular basis skincare devices. One of them, my Current Body. This is a red light therapy mask. This is the new edition, the one that covers the jawline too. This helps a lot with redness, inflammation, fine lines, wrinkles. Oh my gosh, I need to hurry up because it's almost nighttime, friends. But this is so good. And then it has the clip-on, so you can walk around and do your stuff. I also like the back of it, that now is you can adjust it super easy. It's just a Velcro, so it really fits on your face. And the way that they have put all the lights, it just hits every space of your face. This is just the latest technology. And I do have a 20% of discount code with Current Body right now. That is the holiday season, because after the holiday season they usually take it down to say 10%. So during this time is honestly the best time to get these kind of devices. Another device that I love and I use, I don't want to say daily basis, I use it perhaps 3 times a week, while the red light therapy mask, I use it more times, 4 to 5 times a week. The more you use it, I'm not saying 7 days a week, but if you just do 1 time a week, you may not see as much results as if you were to use it between 3 to 5 times. Now the Zip Halo, I use it, I will say 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week, depends. But basically it's a microcurrent and nanocurrent device. So micro is gonna just work out the muscles of your face, and the nanocurrent is gonna stimulate the collagen production at the cellular level, which is something that is not common in microcurrent devices, because they usually just do microcurrent and not nanocurrent. And another thing that I like about this one is that it helps with lymphatic drainage. I go through very stressful times because I do have a lot in my plate. I do have not only this job that I consider pretty much a full-time job, I do have another full-time job, and then being a mom, another full-time job. I really don't know how to do it. I honestly, I mean, I know there's areas that, like I'm looking right here, there's a stash of things that I need to put away. I know the laundry, I need to work up on the laundry. I mean, I'm not perfect, okay, by any means, but the stress levels are high on my end. And this is something that helps so much and draining my lymph nodes. And this gives me also relaxation, because it's just the whole combination is between toxins, regulating your skin, like just helping your skin more and more and more. And I do have also a 20% off right now with SIP devices, and I think 30% off all the conductive gels. So if you already have it and you just need to replenish your conductive gels, so again, not sponsored, but just wanted it to mention to you. Now, what I'm using as a foundation today is the Haus Labs foundation. I have tried it and I had it in my collection for a long time, and then I don't know if it was during the move or it fell down perhaps behind one of my drawers. I cannot find it, so I went ahead and purchased a second bottle. Oh my gosh, it's just so stunningly beautiful. Now, not to say that I'm not using the other products. I'm still in love with the Victoria Beckham Beauty Foundation. This is an amazing, stunning foundation that has a light to almost medium coverage. It leaves your skin looking so skin-like, healthy, and it has such a great amount of skincare. I'm completely in love. As in love, I am with that one from Giorgio Armani. Now, this one, it feels more like this feels more hydrating. This has more coverage than this one. Either or. I mean, I like a lot the one from Victoria Beckham Beauty, but I really love the one from Armani. Honestly, friends, nowadays skincare formulations have advanced so much that it's really hard for brands to mess it up. Let's just say it. If they mess it up, I mean, they need to change labs, because the formulas right now, they are really good. And another one of my loves, Natasha Denona Steel. This is more like almost full glam if you build it up, because it's medium coverage straight right off the gate. But I purchased a new shade because I have lost my tan and still loving it. So these have been on my rotation, but if you want to know what I have on my face, is the one from Haus Labs. Now, I have to rave about the Natasha Denona concealer. I was not really in love from the get-go, and you know it because I purchased it 5 times. I tried it 5 times. Now, the last time that I tried it, I used way less, like way less. And even then, one of you told me, use less than what you're using. Thank you. Thank you so much, because it's perfect. It's perfect. You don't need so much of this concealer. It's incredible. It really covers dark circles for the majority of parts, and if you use very little amount, it will not crease on you. For setting powder, Givenchy, the compact. I have traveled a couple times not too long ago, not too far away, but I needed something that it will not like be everywhere. Going back to this, set my makeup beautifully. I know it's not the same formulation as the one previously. I do also have the European version, which that one has talc. This one doesn't have talc, but no matter what, it is a really good product. I think they have done as close as a job as they could. And now this one, it has a little bit more of luminosity, so it's not too matte as the previous version, but nonetheless, it looks stunning. Now, if you don't want to use any setting powder, I will suggest you try this setting spray by Charlotte Tilbury. It's so good. It sets your makeup. It doesn't dry you down. I do have dry skin, sensitive skin, mature skin too, and this is so perfect. It will make your makeup lasts not only for so long, but it just gives this beautiful finish to the skin that looks just so beyond natural. And a couple other makeup products, this brow gel from Cosas. I'm not using any more pencils. I'm just using these. Granted, I do have plenty of brow hairs, but this fills in my brows and keeps them up. I'm obsessed. I don't like to use that word, but I'm obsessed because it just makes my makeup routine a lot easier. And then I love tubing mascaras, and I had been using the one from Tarte for a long time for daily basis because I just want to wash my face with some warm look water and just get my mascara done and gone ASAP. And the one from Hourglass, the Unlock mascara, so good, is the one that I'm using today in the shade brown. Give it a try. It does give you definition, not much volume, more than anything, definition, lengthening, and it's just so easy to remove too. Let's chat about a couple bags. I mean, you have seen this, baby. I was so lucky, so lucky, friends, to get my hands on the Chanel 25 in the brown suede color. It is so beautiful. I don't know if it's coming right well now because it's honestly almost pitch dark. So I'm about to close this video, but so happy I have got it, friends. It's just so beautiful, and I have gotten so many compliments anytime that I have gone to the Chanel boutique. Friends, I had been in Las Vegas. A vlog is coming out. And literally, yeah, I have got something to yeah, and I even went with this, baby. All the sales associates were like, oh my gosh, that's such a gorgeous bag. I mean, a classic flap is always a classic flap. I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Mette Diar collection from Chanel? The classic flap and the giraffe. I mean, it can stand by itself, right? I think, I mean, in general, the pieces, wow, the amount of art and craftsmanship that goes into all those pieces is insane. Now, does it speak like it's Chanel? Not really. It's another shade. The pieces are beautiful. I mean, not all of them. There's some pieces that I'm like, no, never. But you know what? It's a matter to see the collections, when they launch in boutique, to just see a little bit more of it, and truly understand the new concept that Matthew Blasi is bringing for Chanel. While in the meantime, and I'm enjoying the pieces that I already have. These babies are so comfortable, friends. I have seen a couple on the pre-loved market. If you have been eyeing them, I will tell you, you will love them. They are comfortable. They are cozy, but not over cozy because it has the shearling. They're so cute. They have the CC logo here. They are super comfortable. Okay, look, I have worn them quite a bit all day long, walking in them. They're so good. The only thing is, I would say perhaps to spray them. I use them with jeans and I already see a little bit of color transfer from the jeans. I mean, they are shoes. I don't mind. I can always send them to, being, professionally clean, but I love them. And I have seen Uggs. They have something very similar. Not Mary Janes. They are more like flats. So if you want something like that and you don't want to pay the outrageous prices from Chanel, obviously, go with Uggs. Body cream. I have to tell you, friends, this Dior body cream, I first was using it just as a hand cream. Mistake. This is so hydrating. It's not a heavy moisturizer. As you can see, it just kind of like melts like water and hydrates your skin so much. And Eden Rock smells so good. So good, friends. Now I'm using it all over my body and I'm so happy. And you don't need a lot because, like I said, it melts down. It's kind of like serumy, hydrating, like watery, like almost gel-like, but not really gel. Now, a couple more fashion items that I need to talk to you about is this gorgeous bag from Fabrique that I love Fabrique. Their pieces are just like chef's kiss. This was designed by Valeria Masai, who is a former director of Bottega Leather Goods under Danielle Lee. She knows what she's doing. She knows, and this quality, the hardware is 24K plated. I know, suede, complete suede. I do have a discount code with Fabrique. I love the concept of Fabrique because it's basically more than 400 designers that they don't have to wait to be the head designer at a house to launch their kind of mini capsule collections. So all of their stuff is so beautiful. Like, look at this jacket. This jacket is like stunning. So gorgeous. I have been using it quite a lot and I like that it's not like super heavy, that it's kind of like that in between season, or you can use it layered. And my last fashion piece is this beautiful Angora cardigan from the brand Self, who is stunning, friends. I love the details right here of, kind of like a belt loops. It's cozy. Now this is thicker and just so beautiful. It's oversized. I went with a size small. FYI, I know some of you asked me, same thing with a brand fabric. Okay, my friends, and this makes it for this video. I hope that you enjoy it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. I want to hear from you, which have been your favorites during the month of November and your current favorites. Let's continue that conversation on the comment section down below. And if you're not done watching my content, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're going to love. See you then. Bye-bye.
Dear Santa, tell him I'm still holding on. No need for diamonds or trips somewhere in the warm. Oh, 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 I know that mistakes don't